I saw this on TikTok.
Des. Oh snap, it's here. Woo, dude, I actually expected them to be much later. Dude, today's gonna be epic. So we moved into this house 3 years ago, and it came with this barn. For a long time, we thought we were gonna be able to fix this thing up and kind of refurbish it, but unfortunately, it's just kind of too far gone. I really like this barn. It's so cool, and it's been here for 100 years, so it's like just tearing down history. But the barn next door was built the same way at the same time, and it just collapsed in the last snowfall this winter. And it just makes me nervous, man. I don't like keeping any of my stuff in here. When you do, it gets shit on by owls. I have to find it within me today to tear this thing down, and I'm really nervous. This has been a long time coming. I mean, this is why we haven't put gravel in our driveway yet, because we don't want to destroy it. Like, this barn's gonna create a lot of mess. It's why we have that dump truck, so we can run our own dumps. And all in all, I think that we're gonna be able to put a pole barn here that'll be much more useful long term, and I think we can do it for pretty inexpensive. We'll see. Woo-wee. That's a bill. There's this really rotten beam that goes all the way down. It's got all this white mold on it. How we would replace all these molded, super wet, rotten chunks is just mind-boggling. I was hoping you'd be home soon so you could watch me tear into it.
The barn's still up? Yeah, I thought you already tore into it.
Oh, you've been gone for like 20 minutes.
It's been like an hour.
I was picking up stuff. Outside of being in the fire service and, you know, breaking windows and pulling walls apart and that kind of stuff, watching houses burn down, I've actually never demolished anything except for apparently my life, according to the guys in my comment section on YouTube. I've never demolished anything. Des, have you ever demolished anything?
No.
Here we go. We're going to dive in. Are you ready? What are your thoughts?
It's time.
It is time.
This thing's either coming down by us in a safe manner, or it's just gonna collapse under the next good snowfall.
Okay, no going back after this.
Nope.
Which part do we go for first? We're doing it. Oh my God, it's so hard. It's so hard to grow, you know? It's so hard.
You gotta let go of the past in order to move towards the future. Sawyer, come back over here, please.
There's a lot of really cool things about living in the country and having some land. One of the biggest is that we're allowed to burn, on top of having no noise ordinances. But we're able to burn a lot of this this junk wood. And you know, I think if I took the time to pick through a lot of this stuff, we'd have a lot of firewood and stuff. I'm just looking at this mess, and I'm like a single person that needs to figure this all out. There's just going to be some loss. I think we're going to get to keep a lot of stuff, but we're going to lose a lot of stuff because it's just not worth too much time. I put the sheet metal in one pile, the debris into fire pits, and I put the logs on the outskirts. And as I just keep going around and around and around, we'll eventually get there. Oh, and the trash in that apartment pile, which I'll eventually have to start picking the wood out, and it's going to be a pain. Right now I'm just focusing on what I can get into these fires and keep manageable. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And we're already like so pleased with how it really opened up this area. We originally thought we were just going to rebuild right in that same spot, but we're actually going to put it where I'm standing, so it's sort of boxed in here with these trees. And then this barn will have this view from the open end. And when you come through the driveway, you'll see the house and the view. And then we can make our driveway do a big U-turn around a garden, so that you can come in and out without having to back up. So it's pretty dope, but I'm not disappointed about tearing the barn down. I thought I would be really sad, and I was initially, but when you get in there and you see that this wood was like this and full of termites, it's just, I'm even not saving nearly as much as I thought I would, just because I don't want to move those termites around my property. I want to burn it. It's nighttime. This is dope, dude. I'm having fun. This is like a really fun thing to do. Stressful, yeah, but I'm really happy that none of the sheriffs decided to come by or anything like that, because we have some special neighbors. Like you guys haven't seen, I've been doing this for the past year. I've just been kind of going nonstop on the property, which is why I've kind of fallen short in a lot of other areas like YouTube. If you guys had only seen just everything that we accomplished at just last year, it's crazy. I got to show you the pond and stuff. I just wanted to make sure that we had like permits and everything was set before I showed a bunch of shit online and then had to like undo stuff. So we felt leery, just like tearing this barn down. I feel leery. I think it's probably stems from constantly having people out to get me. And then there's where the new shop goes, right? And it's going to have a big wide open opening right here. People can get married in there. And then it'll have 1, 2, 3 bays and then a 14-foot bay on the other side. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but that's the dream. It's my dream, so I guess I'm sharing it with you now. Whoa, my God! Babe! This is insane!
Big store!
I'm trying to eat cheese!
And Daddy! My life jacket blew into the pokies!
Your life jacket blew away! It's in the pokies!
Now we're never gonna get it back!
Oh, weather's bizarre. Our power's out. It's been hailing. Crazy wind. That was crazy.
Wait!
Look at that mess. Dear God. Good morning, everybody. Don't mind the mess. We're working on that. We just, it's a bunch of materials from painting the banister. So we've had some like really terrible weather lately, and it kind of put a stop on the barn project because I didn't want to be out there in the rain and the mud. And so we worked on painting the banister in our house and doing some other painting stuff, and just downsizing, getting rid of some junk and catching up on stuff. So today my goal is to hopefully have a lot of this stuff cleaned up and put away. I don't think I'll get it done, but I got something to help me out. Let's see, I need this guy, and this guy. So there's the grapple bucket that I bought, but it didn't come with couplings. So I got some, and this should help me move all those big timbers that we saved. I got a little bit of trash left. I got scrap metal dudes to come in here, and that was a trip. Don't know if I'll do that again. They didn't make any money apparently. They were really pissed off because of the gas mileage to the scrap yard and back. But hey, that's why I asked them to do it. But yeah, I still have a lot of stuff here that I want to sort through. I want to try to save some of this tin. I gotta get rid of these doors. The guys didn't take them like they said they would. Unfortunately, that barrel's got to go to the dump. A hole was poked in it, and I'm moving all the logs just over to that side right there for now, because I think that's where I'm going to process most of them. A lot of them have like nails and wire and all sorts of crap on it, and so I don't want to quite take them down to there until I like process them into lumber. So anything that's like lumber is going down to the bottom, and everything that's just logs is going to stay right here because I'm going to build some stuff with it. I'm going to build staircases and retaining wall and that kind of stuff, a dock and maybe a deck, maybe, if you know. I've got a lot of projects, you know. I'm a project type person. I like to start them at least. The old dump truck's been doing great. We've been delivering concrete from up here. I loaded it with the excavator at first, now the skid steer, which sucks because on the skid steer I gotta lift it all by hand into the bucket, and then I've been dumping that into the dump truck and taking that off to the bottom there. We're gonna build a road all the way out to the cows. We stopped sharing a lot of like vlog like content on this channel, like stuff like our barn, because I was going through like deciding if I was going to quit the fire service or not. I felt like I had all these eyes on me, especially at the fire service. I had people reporting everything I did. I mean, I had a hawk. I would get reported to Fish and Wildlife. I rescued a weasel. I would get reported. I would fly my drone somewhere. It gets reported. We're getting tickets in the mail. You know, it's just like, I just got sick of, it just didn't seem worth it. Like, you know, to let people in on my life if they're just hell-bent on making it worse for me, you know. We stopped showing our projects and pretty much just showed trucks and a bunch of truck disasters. And I think, well, I know because I've been getting some nasty emails from people and shit, but I think it's misled some people into thinking that I don't know, just judging us, you know. We haven't had any support. Like, so when I left the fire service, no support from family really. Like, to be honest, nobody's like asked how you're doing. Nobody cares. You know, I think a lot of people kind of want to see it fall apart, just because they don't think that like leaving a regular job was a good idea or something like that, you know, and to devote our lives to building this place and this channel and our businesses. You know, that's absurd to a lot of people. But we spend every day working on our own goals, our own ambitions, fulfilling our own dreams, and working with the people that we choose to work with. I set my own schedule. It was great. I worked this morning. I went and did a photo shoot there, and I just got home to work on this project until dark. And so, yeah, it's a mess. Like, I get it. I think there's probably a lot of people out there thinking like, oh, dude, look at him, he's just fucking up his whole life, fucking up his property and his house, and it's just, this guy's just going around making a mess. And sometimes I agree with you. Sometimes I'm like, wow, am I off course? But I don't think so. Like, I think that I have this vision, and things have taken me longer to do than I thought at times, you know, but I've never like set out to do something and not accomplished it, you know.